What up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Why you must give up the need to be liked. You know, I'm just a dude, just giving my opinion, man. Somebody's like, you act like you got all the answers. I never said I got all the answers, and nobody's trying to say Babylon. I'm just got a small platform to voice my opinion, and I just give it to you from my anecdotal experiences. There's no one size fits all. You know, it's not black and white yet, or a lot of gray areas, like I said again. But, you know, I'm going to do a piggyback off Coach on this, man. Just because I said I don't agree with him on everything, but he was going in a little bit. I said I'm just going to just do a reaction to it. I forgot what he's talking about. But like I said, iron sharpens iron. Some people don't like when I do this, but like I said again, I'm not one of these dudes that got an ego. I consider myself a pretty wise individual, but I don't have it all figured out. I don't got all the angles covered. And if I can hear something, chew it out, chew the meat, spit out the bone, bro. And if it amplifies my message, we gonna do it. Like I said, iron sharpens iron. Like I said, I'm like my DBZ nerds. Whenever Goku gave Cell that sensu bean whenever he was fighting Gohan. Thank you, Goku. I will take this bean without hesitation. Shit, hey man, I'll take any advantage, whatever. I don't give a damn, bro. I ain't got that kind of ego. But, you know, we're going to piggyback off Coach, man. Like I said, we'll see where this goes. I forgot what all he was saying. I don't even know how long it's going to be, but y'all know how we do. There we go.
All right, here we go. Let's get to the main event. All right, Ninja's heart's going to be hurting today. Give up the need to be loved. All right, I'm going to show you that there's scientific data to this. There's a pseudopsychology community that is actually talking about this. People have looked at this. This is something from an old man to some youngsters. I'm going to let you guys know. The need to be liked is not always the best. People pleasing actually gives you less from life. And we do try to use love as a way to shame people, as to say you're not loved, so you're less than. Or you cannot find love, you're going to be lonely. We compare these things, we put these things together. But many times people...
Romance, man. Disney romance, bro. Too much television. Did that video today, man. We were lied to. Too much television, basing your freaking whole identity off a goddamn movie and a celebrity who's been bought and paid for and kissed the Baphomet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro.
People cannot become who they are because they don't have the courage to be disliked. Now, I have great courage to be disliked. I've been a manager. I've been attention. I've gotten attention from a lot of people. I've managed people. I've been successful. I failed. So when I've actually became the free agent, one of the things I had to really put away is being liked. All right. Even when I was managing, I knew that being liked was of the least important, like especially all the time. Like people may want to make decisions and they don't want to be disliked. Even women have this problem because they don't want to be seen as a bitch. They're going to be called a bitch if they're bossy, if they don't care if people like them. Sometimes it can get to you and you can have a breakdown because you're always trying to manage people and make the best decision for the group as opposed to the individual. And they say if people aren't hating or criticizing you, you're doing nothing. So I've arrived at this point of my life, even before this, but I've arrived at this point where being liked and loved is of minimal, there's minimal return of investment for that. I need to produce. And this goes with friends and families and all of this. Friends and family. They also say, never share your problems with people because they either are going to sympathize for you or they're going to like the fact that you have problems. There's a quote related to that. I forgot to pull it up. But the courage to be disliked. And then when this happens, people say, well, certain cultures, they struggle with this. There's depression and anxiety and all these things. But being disliked is actually a good thing. And we're going to show you why. Where is my slide here? All right, so this is from, I believe here, quoting. Listen, I want to quote this. This is a pseudopsychology right here. Let go of the need to be liked. Let go of the need to be liked. Letting go of the need to be liked. A couple of weeks ago, I was inspired to create a short video to help people let go of the need to be liked. You can check it out on my Instagram. Anyway, needing to be liked is something that I struggle with. And of course, women have this bad. And sometimes it prevents me from trusting myself or being authentic because I'm simply pleasing people. When you are worried about what others people think or worried that they don't like you or what you're doing, it prevents you from relaxing to be yourself or genuinely connecting with others. Okay? That shouldn't have been a buzzer.
That's real, man. That's what I told you. I'm just keeping it 100, man. You ain't got to like me. I'm not trying to win any popularity contests. I'm just giving it to you raw. That raw truth, man. I just put it out there. Let he who receive, man. That's why I speak the way I speak. You can't please everybody. Can't please everybody. You know, some people like the beard. Some people don't. You need to shave your beard and kiss my ass. You know, it is what it is. I just put it out there, man. You know, not everybody's going to like it. Some people like the hair. Some people don't like the hair. I can't please everybody. I'm not going to try to. What are you going to think about me? Who gives a damn? So I get on here to my have sex yet. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I'm me. I just be myself, man. Take it or leave it. You ain't got to click on my face. Nobody's forcing you to listen. Evidently, I'm not going to convince you, and you damn sure not going to convince me. So, keep it moving. It is what it is, bro. You got to love that man in the mirror. You don't, nobody else will. And like I said again, man, most dudes, like I said again, I don't want to be myself because the woman might not like me. So, being a carbon copy to impress her is not going to lead to anything successful. It will rear its ugly head because it's based on a lie. That's why I say just be yourself, man. You got to be by your damn self. But again, can't make you see that, but it's a mind state, bro. Let's keep going.
But liberalism is the need to be liked. Letting go of the need to be liked. A couple of weeks ago, I was inspired to create a short video to help people let go of the need to be liked. You can check it out on my Instagram. Anyway, needing to be liked is something that I struggle with. And of course, women have this bad. And sometimes it prevents me from trusting myself or being authentic because I'm simply pleasing people. When you are worried about what others people think or worried that they don't like you or what you're doing, it prevents you from relaxing to be yourself or genuinely connecting with others.
Yep, being yourself, man. It prevents you from doing that, man. That's why I say, man, who are you, bro? You know, like I said again, I didn't realize how so many people really give a damn what people think, man. I was like, damn, really? It's like, yeah, a lot of people do, bro. Friends, family. Must be taxing, bro.
Okay? That shouldn't have been a buzzer. But listen to this. When you're worried about what other people think of you on a constant basis, it prevents you from connecting with real authentic people because you're worried about being liked by people who really don't give a fuck about you. Okay? Or they're really not putting anything back into you. And you're thinking that by them liking you, they're going to pour into you. But it's the opposite. And I'm going to show you here. There's another quote right here related to this. And people, fear of rejection and people pleasing. I want you to listen to this right here. Let me see if I can find the paragraph. Oh, shit. I can't find it. All right, it says right here. It says right here. Where is it at? Okay, here it is right here. This is from this, how to unlearn your need to be liked. How to unlearn your need to be liked. It's human to want to be liked. So let's just phrase it like this. It's very human for people to like you, right? You want other people to like and accept you and not reject you. So we're not saying to be inhumane. But it says right here, our brains haven't caught up with the fact that we're not defending ourselves from wild animals anymore, so we continue to people please. In other words, we are hardwired to seek acceptance and avoid rejection. This is why people don't cold approach anymore. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. And as Beyonce learned firsthand, it can keep us from unlocking our full potential. Okay? We cannot unlock our full potential. We're going to use pseudopsychology today. It says right here, according to Psychology Today, our need to be liked can keep us from doing things that matter to us. Our need to be liked keeps us from doing things that matter to us because we're trying to get people to accept us. For instance, you like video games. You want to pop on the video game. But there's certain people in the manosphere, certain people on the internet that say video games are a waste of time. Grown men shouldn't be playing video games. You might want to collect action figures. I collect toys from the 80s. But people will see that as immature. But you like it. Now, since you want people to like you, you'll do less of the things you like.
He's right. That's what I said, man. It's a hobby, man. If it's not interfering with you and ruining your life, then enjoy yourself, man. But yeah, playing video games and stuff. He's right. He's right. And I find it funny, man. Like I said again, I always been a gamer. I've always said that. Even when it wasn't cool in the '90s and stuff, I didn't give a damn, man. I like to do that, and people will not do what they enjoy because it's like, well, what are they gonna think about me? Who gives a shit? Especially if you paying your own way and got your own spot and stuff. Man, who cares, bro? Do you? Do what makes you happy, man. But yeah, man, it's funny, man. Trying to people please and care what other people think can also hinder you, bro. Something to think about, man. It can hinder you from reaching your full potential as an individual because you're downloading carbon copy programs and you care what other people think. And most people, that's what I keep saying, especially in the community program, about shitty music, women. Oh my gosh, I think you're gonna get there. Women's words, women's daggers. Like I said again, they do that all the time, try to do that. They don't do it much on my page because they know I'm real. Again, told you, I'm just being real. What can you really say? What can you really say? I don't listen. What are you gonna say? Especially out here getting plowed and stuff. What are you gonna say to me? I ain't got nothing to say. Definitely, you know what I mean? Like I said, I know what I like, I know what I'm after, and like I said, there's really not really much to talk about. What's the point of going back and forth? I don't do all that, man. Some verbal daggers and stuff, bro. Who are you?
Right? You won't play video games. Well, I shouldn't want to play video games because I'm a grown-ass man. Play video games. We live in a culture where video games are everywhere. Women play video games and Candy Crush and word games on their phone all day long. Is that considered video games? No, it's only considered video games when I strap up and I want to play Madden or NBA 2K. When they're playing Candy Crush and a little word for friends, it's not video games. It only is when you want to enjoy yourself where people say, oh, you shouldn't like that. You should like me telling you you shouldn't like that. As long as it's not damaging to you, what do you care? You shouldn't care about it. It says right here, it also prevents you from trying new things. The need to be liked prevents you from trying new things. Let me give you an example. Have you ever heard people say, that's white people shit?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Have you ever heard that? Oh, you like white people shit? Oh, you like that? That's white people. White people do that.
Yes.
If you grew up as an African American.
Yes.
Shout out to Donald Trump here.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
If you've done stuff that doesn't fall into the area of hip hop, smoking spliffs, listening to bebop, all right, walking down the street, all right, living life up on the corner, slinging rocks and smoking weed, playing Madden. If you do anything outside of a small thing, right, or whatever this small thing is, if you do anything out of these 8 things, they will consider you doing something that is not indicative of the group that you look like you represent. Okay? So if you skateboard, if you ski, if you water ski, if you go on vacation, if you camp, if you save money, right? If you don't like fat black bitches, I'm not flat black, right? If you don't like overweight black women, women with big overdeveloped booties that never existed 20 years ago. If you don't like, if you do something camping, if you go hiking up the mountain biking, you don't play football, you play lacrosse, you're automatically on the not liked list by a massive group of people. So what will happen is you will less likely be able to participate in these things even though you like it. You won't play golf, you won't even buy a firearm. All right, oh, I'm not supposed to like guns because ninjas and guns are dangerous. Oh, you like guns?
I mean, that's really bad in the community. He's absolutely right. 100%. And like I said again, the majority of it is social engineering, manufactured in Dexter's laboratory. You know, I still get some pushback on that Tupac video I did. It's lying. It's playing those clips in there to try to man. There are some people whose whole identity is based on that, bro, and they will not let it go. Literally, the whole Matrix movie can't unplug. Yeah, there are some people whose whole freaking program is based on a goddamn lie, a television show, a movie, a freaking false god. That's their act. That's their god, bro. And they will not. But no matter what you say, it just won't, they can't let it go. That's really bad in the community. You're trying to be white, going out skiing or hiking, trying to tell you how to think, which is based on somebody who's bought and paid for, sold their soul, who did the Baphomet ritual, who you basing your whole self-worth, your identity on. Like I said again, I'm just going to keep looping and letting women and all these minorities, women, programmed by Lilith's mirror and Pookie and Chad Dick, and it's gonna dictate your masculinity and tell you less than. This all ties in together. That's why I say, man, you gotta free your mind, man. Who gives a shit, man? They gonna like you or they don't, man. Keep it moving, bro. This ain't gonna apply to everybody, bro. But like I said again, man, I get this stuff. This stuff resonates. That's why I told you, man. Get on YouTube, somebody has sex. I don't give a fuck. Everybody go left, I go right, man. I always been like that, man. I always been going my own way, bro. I said before, I say it again, man. That's why I drop. I don't do all those labels and shit. I'd have to get my heart broken by a Jezebel to go monk mode, do my own thing, man. It's a choice. Just something I chose to do, man. It is what it is, man. Path I walk. And again, people trying to come in here. That's why I just use myself as an example and keep looping it around. And yeah, we're going to keep talking about it because I like to use the normie comments as talking points. If you don't get none by the time you're 17, there's something wrong with you. Some ninja that's programmed by a freaking MK Ultra hip hop artist and Jezebel pussy. Don't try to tell me about myself, man. Get out of here, bro. Somebody programmed by peer pressure, popular opinion, and females. Don't try to tell me about myself. Okay. I said that before. I said one of my subs commented on a video I did about 4 years ago saying the same thing. Trend following NPCs, I don't listen to you, man. I don't listen to trend following NPCs, bro. I just got a platform voice. I ain't going back and forth. Like, okay, smiley face. I don't care. I know who I am and what I want. Like I said, I know what type of women I like. Man, man, who gives a shit, bro? I'm trying to be white. You a sellout. And that's one thing about me. When I started realizing the ninjas who talk like that, I was like, yeah, those are programmed ninjas, more than likely raised by single moms. The whole victim mentality, man. That's why I stopped giving a shit. No free-thinking, productive black person talks like that. Who gives a damn, man? Do what you enjoy. All this stuff is a lie anyway, man. Who you letting dictate your whole self-worth, what you enjoy doing and stuff, man? You gonna let them tell you what you're supposed to be doing, man? Get out of here, bro. You better than me. Then they'll come in here when you call them out. When you call them out on it, you're just coping. You're just coping. Coping 101. Your thoughts are my thoughts, huh? Okay. Free your mind, man. Free your mind, bro. Let's keep going.
Automatically, they're gonna paint you as, you be out there shooting with the white people. So yeah, you talk white, you look white, you read books, you read. That's what white people do. You ride horses, right? It's crazy. So this is what it is. You're giving up the things that you want to do and pursue because you have a need to be liked. So you're least likely to try new things. Even when you try it, people try it and they're not genuine about it. So they'll make fun of it when they try it. And they'll act like they don't like it when they try it. So in order to be liked by the group, I gotta make fun and I gotta do this. Cedric the Entertainer, when he talked about going skiing in his church shoes, I gotta make fun of it. Even when I go to do it, I gotta act like, I don't like this shit. All right, when you're just trying to get validation from the group, right? The type of shoes you wear. And we are all guilty of this. And what else is the need to be like do? And of course, it leads to stress about meeting expectations, right? Okay, I gotta have people like me. I gotta listen to this type of music.
He's going to go there with the music, but you hear what he just said there. Hold up.
And of course, it leads to stress about meeting expectations.
It leads to stress about meeting expectations. This is my spin on this. Listening to Simp, Sahu, Tiangao, lick the dog ass man who try to make fun of you for not having a woman or getting laid. What did Coach just say?
Right? Okay, And what else is the need to be like dude? And of course, it leads to stress about meeting expectations.
You're going to put them up on a pedestal, thinking you less than, stress and angst for meeting expectations. I got to get laid. I got to get her to like me. So now I got to not be myself. I got to download this program, listen to music. I got to download this movie. I got to download some other robot who's freaking programmed. Download their spirit so I can sit up here and try to get this freaking robot who's more likely programmed by Lilith's Mirror and Pookie Dick. All I'm trying to do is get you guys to humanize them, man. They're not, they're people too, man, and they're flawed. Most of these women aren't virgins anyway, man. Be yourself, bro. Be comfortable in your own skin, bro. All that's gonna do is make you and now you're gonna be all thinking you less than. It's gonna make you awkward. It's gonna make you weird. You're gonna come off creepy, have the stench of death on you because you're not comfortable, you're not relaxed, you're not being yourself, you're not being your true potential. That's why I say you better off alone in the desert until you can figure that out, man. You see how this is all looping? That's why I want to do a reaction on this, man. He's talking about just people, but this applies to all across the board. Women too, especially women. Well, I ain't had sex yet. I'm less than. I'm 30. Then y'all be taking this. Some of y'all be taking. This is why I be talking like this, guys. I be getting comments from dudes. Not a lot, but I still get comments from dudes on those videos. Got my V car. Some dudes be coming in there. I'm an incel. I'm 30, and I'm an incel. I'm a loser. I'm like, bro, you're already wearing these freaking Babylonian labels and shit. You're just completely psyching yourself out, and you're forever gonna be doing that. You're gonna think you less than. You really gonna repel them because now you think you're inferior. Now I gotta please her. I gotta get her to like me. Which I keep telling you, if you're coming off like that, no matter what you do, it's never gonna be enough anyway. So you're better off being by your damn self till you can figure that out. Digging deep, cultivate inward. Walk with the Most High. Pray for wisdom and insight. I told you, man. I'm just putting it out there, man. Like he who receive. This applies to that too. And then you listen to other dudes saying that you less than, you ain't no real man, you ain't, there's something wrong with you. Women using their verbal daggers, they try to do that don't work on me. You guys sound gay. You guys sound zesty. You got a little dick. You get no bitches. You coping. We don't do that, man. We don't do that.
I don't give a fuck what you think.
It's messed up. Hold up, man. Is it messing up on me? Oh, man. My Reverend X ain't playing, y'all.
Give a fuck what you think, bitch. Cut that bitch off. Next call.
And the reason why I say that, too, and I told you I'm rambling on this, too. I don't, Think about whenever you have women that talk like that, especially in the community, calling you zesty, talking about your penis size. That's showing you right there. I said it before, I'm going to say it again because I like that. Those small verbal daggers. And if you're a guy who lets somebody dictate you with words, it's going to get worse, especially if you get involved with a woman like that. Can you imagine being with her 5-10 years, if you make it 10 years? The verbal daggers, how it's going to get worse and worse and worse. If she's already talking like that before she even gets involved with anybody, bro, can you imagine if you let them verbal daggers dictate your worth? And that's why dudes be aging like rapidly and stuff. I said, I'm 43, man. There's some dudes, man, they, like I said again, getting involved with Jezebel who's draining your energy, verbal daggers, saying you less than, trying to people please. That shit ages you, bro. That's why some dudes be looking rough out there, man. That Jezebel be stressing them out. Self-inflicted, and women gonna land somewhere, man. This all ties into it, man. He's talking about people, but that's why I keep harping on, again, stop giving a damn, bro. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your spirit.
Right? Okay, I gotta have people like me. I gotta listen to this type of music. I gotta have this type of behavior. All right, I'm 30 years old, so I should be doing this. Well, there's no say what you should be doing per se, as long as it's healthy.
No, but everybody making shit up out here anyway, man. These dating and all that based on prostitution. It's all made up. It's fugazi. It's all manufactured, bro. For your mind, man.
As long as this type of behavior. And of course, it leads to stress about meeting expectations, right? Okay, I gotta have people like me. I gotta listen to this type of music. I gotta have this type of behavior.
I ain't gonna lie, I was guilty of that too in my early 20s. Caught myself trying to. It didn't even feel right. Wasn't even coming off authentic. I didn't feel right. In my gut, I was like, man, this ain't who I am. This ain't who I am. You need to be doing this. You need to. Man, nope. If your spider sense ain't feeling it, man, go with your gut. So many people following peer pressure. Interactions is based on a freaking program. And it just hard codes you, man. That's why I say hard coded, man. Some people out here are hard coded. Good luck trying to unplug. But it is what it is. Let's keep going.
All right, I'm 30 years old, so I should be doing this. Well, there's no say what you should be doing per se, as long as it's healthy. As long as it's healthy. Let's take you to this article right here. People pleasing. All right, you may have a friend who pushes aside his need to accommodate the needs of everyone else. The people pleaser needs to please others for the reasons that it may include fear of rejection, insecurities, the need to be well liked. If he stops people pleasing and pleasing others, he thinks everyone will abandon him. He will be uncared for and unloved. What do we hear?
What do we find out in most situations with men who dig down deep and start to, you still end up with nothing anyway. That's why this space is so popular. How many dudes out there? I did everything. I paid for everything. I did this. She wanted to go to therapy. I went to therapy. I did this. I did what she asked. I jumped through hoops I jumped through flaming hoops with gasoline draws on. I stood on 1 foot, touching my nose, spinning, counting from 100 backwards. And she still left. Still wasn't enough.
Your kids aren't going to take care of you. Who's going to take care of you? You're going to die alone. We hear this from men and women. Okay? You're like 25 years old. You say you don't want to get married and have kids. They say, well, who's going to take care of you when you get old? What the fuck are we talking about? My Filipino nurse. Well, nobody's going to love you. Who loves you? And so this insecurity about love and like, to me, is harmful more than it is beneficial.
I agree with that.
Much of it is in scarcity or scare tactics. The fear of being rejected, the fear of being alone. And you really want, if you move from one city to the other, you leave all your friends. Oh man, what are we gonna do? You gonna leave me? You're not gonna make friends in your new place. Oh yes, I will. I've moved so many times, there's gonna be people that you mess with. Okay? There's gonna be new people in new places.
And that dying alone really gets, man, most people are gonna die alone, man. Everybody got this, again, this romantic fantasy that somehow you're going to be married with kids, and then as you fade into the nether realm, you're on your hospital bed, and you're surrounded by your loved ones, and they're just over your bed, and just, oh, you were such a great parent. You were so inspiring. You have benefited me in life so much. I just thank God that you were in my life, and you're just up there smiling as you're about to fade away into the nether realm. And everybody's crying, and then they all just experience you just fade away when you die, and you got your loved ones around you, and they're crying, and everybody's happy. That's Pornhub. More than likely, you'll be found in your apartment face down, more than likely in your feces. A couple of days, they'll find your corpse. Hopefully, you don't have a cat eating your face. I mean, come on, this is romance, man. This is Pornhub. Most of you come into this world alone, it's a high probability you're going to die alone. I talk to so many old people that call center shit, man. There's so many old people that by themselves, man, with kids, don't give a damn. That's fantasy. Yeah, some people can, but come on, man. Let's keep going.
It says right here, or he may fear failure. If he stops pleasing others, he will disappoint them. When he thinks which he thinks will lead to punishment and negative consequences. The tendency to please is related to dependent personality disorder.
New world order.
Watch out for codependency. I actually watch out. Attachment, dependency are things that I run from. If I find that a person gets attached to me fast, I immediately try to break it off. I try to slow them down. Because there's no need to be attached to me that fast. Like when we're talking about dating and women, if they immediately attach to me that quickly, I find that to be a red flag, as opposed to, wow, she really likes me. Because there's something going on there. I'm not that big of a likable person, all right? And I probably haven't done much. I might have hit that bottom, but I didn't even hit that bottom really good yet. I only had sex with you 3 times. I haven't got to that bottom yet. So why are you automatically jumping on top of me and attaching to me and wanting to see me more? I always try to curb that ability to do that, meaning I make myself less available to them. I don't ghost them. I just start making myself less available, meaning they just jump in. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you Friday. Oh, no, you can't have my Friday. I'll see you in a week or 2. Let that shit calm down. Calm the fuck down. I ain't that good of a person, bro. Ladies, I'm not that good of a person. Do not attach to me. Somebody said El Guapo. I'm not that good of a person that you don't have to see me that much. So I don't care what the person looks like. But I think that's a dependency disorder that they have, where they're dependent on the person, or they are following some sort of fantasy, or they're putting expectations on you that you cannot meet. And I think that ultimately leads in disappointment. And I always tell people, I'm going to disappoint you because I'm not going to put into you what you think I should based on whatever we're doing. I'm going to disappoint you. So I put that expectation out first, so they know that they're going to be disappointed. It's similar to when women say I'm crazy. Listen to them. I want people to listen to me. I'm going to disappoint you because you're not going to be a priority for me as you might believe you should be. I'm going to disappoint you because I'm really into my shit. I'm into my space. I'm into my privacy. I'm into my peace, and I'm into a piece of pussy too. But
like I said, chew the meat, spit out the bone. You know, CJ has been married and has kids too, so of course his mentality is going to be really pro. You know, just like I said, chew the meat, spit out the bone, man. But he's right in a lot of these areas, man. I agree with this, man. Who are you? Especially if you're a man who built yourself up, and then somebody shows up at the finish line. You really got to be like that. If she wasn't there on your grind, and she's showing up at the finish line, you really need to be like that. But yeah, man, I agree with a lot of what he's saying here. Let's keep going.
That will not, that your need for the connection with me is not gonna be reciprocating. It's not. All right, anyway. All right, anyway. Let's get back to the next one. And it says right here, midlife. He says, set the bar low, for real. He says, midlife, time to stop worrying about being liked. This is for men out here, for real. This is for men. Man, and this doesn't mean to be mean, because I'm likable, but I'm upfront with my boundaries.
Yep.
And if you violate the boundaries, I will remind you that I warned you. Okay, I warned you I'm going to disappoint you. I warned you that I'm not going to kind of meet you where you are. Although we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yep, you can be a nice guy and have boundaries and standards. Yeah, just don't be a pushover. Don't try to slow pimp your way into them draws, man. Be yourself. Yeah, it might cost you a moment, but hey, man, who are you? You can still be a nice guy and have standards. Yes, you can tell her no. Who are you, man?
But I'm not going to start doing things the way you do them with other people and then put that expectation on me. I gave you boundaries. You're violating the boundaries. So this is important for men. Your boundaries are more important than being liked. Trust me, if you're managing people, you want to be successful, your boundaries are way more important than people liking you.
You got to stick with it, too, especially if you don't deal with a woman. They're going to shit test you. And I don't believe it's anything malicious on a woman's part. I just think that's what, just to make sure that you're that guy. So you got to stand on, what they saying now, standing on business. You got to stand on principle, man. Who are you? That's why I say, if you can figure that out, man, you better off being by your damn self. Stand on your principle.
Doesn't mean you're an asshole with it though. Although I can be kind of an asshole. We're not gonna read all of these, but we're just showing you that it's definitely something that people grow into. Stop wanting to be liked. Stop wanting to be liked. I mean, there's a bunch of articles and stuff, people talking about this. This is a game changer. By the way, most leaders don't care about being liked. Not to a greater extent, not to the extent that most normies, people who aren't leaders, who are followers, who are ham and eggers, people who work and they have to be told what to do, they want to be liked. People who are leaders, they don't need to be liked because they know tough decisions are going to lead people to dislike you. That's part of leadership. That's part of management. That's part of being a decision maker. Do you realize decision makers are not liked? And I'd rather be a decision maker. I'd rather not let people decide for me and wait till they decide and have a powwow. Let me make the decision. Yeah, I do the same thing. People want me to meet somewhere. I'll meet you there. No, we can all ride together. No, we won't. We're not all riding together because I know I'm going to be pissed. Now, that used to be before Uber was a thing, where you would be stuck with people. And I'm stuck with these non-decision making ass people and these people pleasers. I want to dip when I want to dip. Well, it doesn't make sense for us to drive two cars. I don't give a fuck what it makes sense. I know what I want. Decision is made. I'll meet you there in my own car so I can dip the hell out of there when I'm done.
I want to leave. Yep.
No. Damn, what crawled up his ass? Right? Yeah. What crawled up his ass? Right? So then what happens? People don't like you. People don't want to associate with you because you're not doing what they're doing. And you're not doing what you're going to do the opposite of what people who want to be liked are doing. So they're going to be like, oh shit, he kind of, what's wrong with him? So that's a decision maker. I already know what I want. I know what I like. I know what's going to be harmonious for everybody. It's going to be better than me cursing y'all the fuck out at 12:40 a.m. Because I'm going to curse y'all asses out at 1 a.m. if y'all ain't leaving. And then y'all want to go here, and y'all want to go to Denny's afterwards, and y'all want to and y'all want to be all drunk on each other and having people throw up in my lap. I'm going to tell you, man, this is not going to be what I want to do. I'm not going home at 4 a.m. So I'm going to drive to my spot, and I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. These are just little decisions. Little decisions. Listen to this video. This is a man, and I haven't found data to back this up, but this is a man who's a father who's going to reveal that fathers are disliked whether they're present or absent. But we're going to talk about the importance of father.
Can't win either way. Whether you're present or absent. You can't win either way.
But he came up with some data. I don't know if this data is accurate, but it sounds interesting. Let's deal with it.
They did a survey. They said black men, over 70% of black men is hated by their children. Over 70%. But peep this is guys that is active in their children's lives.
You already said 70%. These are the guys that's active in their children's lives. I believe this. I won't say 7. Because they punish the dudes who actually want to be in their father's lives, generally speaking. Listen to what I'm about to say.
The ones that's not active is only 50%. So if you active in your kid's life, it's a 1 in 4 chance they don't like your black ass. If you're not active, it's damn near 50-50 chance they like your black ass.
I believe that. Maybe not 100% accurate in the statistics, but yeah, the decent guy wants to be in their life, absolutely. And we already know the guys who don't give a shit, those are the ones who typically get away with the most. They won't put them dudes on child support a lot of the times. It'd be the dudes who wants to be in the child's life, man. I believe that.
But they said worldwide with all nationalities, it's a 60% rate that the father, that the alpha male is not liked. You're the bad guy for trying to protect everybody. You're the bad guy for trying to keep the family together. It's a mean, cruel world. Y'all stay on point and watch y'all back.
All right, and I don't know who the person who was the original video producer here looks like. It's Big Reed and Dennis Sperling. of the manosphere or manosphere adjacent posted this on his Instagram. Okay. But let's break it down. I don't have any data. I don't know where he found this. But let me just say,
I agree with him. I agree with that to an extent, man. Like I said, I don't know if 100%, if it's 70%, but I truly believe a dude that wants to be in their child's life, especially in the community, gets punished the most.
if I agree with this data, it would make sense.
Yep.
Because people who lead, people who are in a situation of provider provision, people who are considered essentially a utility, a paycheck, a provider, protector, most of the time, they make decisions that are not going to be liked by the consensus, which could be a mother and a child, a mother and multiple children, and so forth and so on. So fathers have a tough role to balance being liked or being a decider. The importance of fathers cannot be underestimated. So I will shine some light on that real quick, just so I don't have people in here with this bullshit. But the key facts about dads in the US, dads overwhelmingly view being a parent as an important aspect of their personal identity. Most of dad time with the kid is spent playing or providing care. Okay, playing or providing care. And the more children a couple has, the more likely the husband is the family breadwinner. Most Americans say it's best for the children when their mom and dad both focus equally on work and taking care of the kids at home. That sounds interesting. And fathers are more likely than mothers to feel judged by their spouse or partner for how they parent their child. So fathers do get critiqued more. Fathers believe they're judged more on their performance with their children. So we know that in two-parent households, there could be a condition where the father's henpecked. It doesn't matter if the father's henpecked and liked by the kids, it's not probably going to produce the best outcome. And or if the father's the authoritative person, sometimes the mother can, okay, it'll be okay, kids. Father's just a meanie, but he has to do what he has to do. If there's an undermining spirit by a parent or a partner, if the mother then says, hey, your father's an abuser because he doesn't let me get my way, or if he's a true abuser, or in fact, if they're interpreting as an abuse, but he's making decisions to provide for the kids, he still is looked at as negative. It's almost as if fathers can't win in this situation here.
You can't win.
It's almost...
A lot of variables here, man. Does that mean it's going to happen? Again, the only absolute is monk mode. A lot of times, dudes don't figure that out until you're a couple of kids in deep. And then the shit hits the fan. So, I mean, there's a lot of variables. Isn't it black and white? I mean, you're taking a risk regardless. You know, especially after the birth. I mean, she could completely changed after the children are born. Especially if she's on birth control. Did that video the other day about the birth control. Then if she get off birth control, get with the dude, have a couple of babies. If the guy's not the guy that she wanted, in her 20s, the cooter starts tingling because now her hormones acting all normal and shit. Because now she on birth control. Now she's going to go back to the dude that got her imprint. She got kids, man. All that, man. All that can play a part, man. That's why I say the only absolute is monk mode. But again, some men can't and don't want to go monk mode. But you take a risk regardless. There's no absolutes, man. There are no absolutes.
Rarely a case where the father can be like great emotionally, great financially, and great teacher, right?
You don't get it all.
Well, sometimes they want us to pitch that shutout. We got to be great financially, although because it said in there the father spends time providing and playing equally. So the father has to be emotionally good, financially good, and also a good leader. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I tell my family it will never be that way. I'm just letting y'all know. If you need that from me, you're going to have to pick 2 out of the 3 at best. Pick 2 out of 3.
I don't think CJ watches my content. What I've been saying, 2/3 is all you're going to get, man. At best, you're going to get 2/3. No one gets it all, man. Nobody can be Superman. You can't do it all. You can't go out there and make all the money and be at home at the same time. You're going to be gone. If he's making six figures legitimately, he's gonna be bust. He's gonna be working. He's gonna be busy. He's not gonna be at home all the time. And if he's at home all the time, you're probably not gonna be making as much money because now you're at home. So we're probably gonna be more in a 50-50 relationship, and you're gonna be mad about that. Chris Rock said it, man.
If you work all the time, why you work all the time? You ain't never home. You always leaving me. I hate this shit. If you home all the time, why you all up under me? Let me get some fucking room to breathe. Damn, stop sweating me. I hate this shit. If you make more money than her, fuck you. I want to make decisions too. You ain't my fucking daddy. I don't need you to take care of me. I hate this shit. If she makes more money than you broke motherfucker. You never have no fucking money. Fuck this shit. I don't want to make all these decisions. I need to be taken care of. I hate this shit.
You don't get it all, bro. And again, this is the Disney fairy tale that a lot of them under, that this perfect man is going to be out here, going to have all his money, he's going to be at home, he's going to be able to put it down in the bedroom, he's going to be monogamous, he's going to be the super father, this Superman who's going to do it all. No, 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 no. No one gets it all, bro. I said before, I said again, even with the dudes, man. You're going to get you a 304, try to domesticate a stray, you're not going to be her first choice. And she's not going to give you, you're never going to get unconditional 100% love. It's impossible to get that from a woman that's a non-virgin. You're just not going to get it. It's impossible. She's already given her heart away to God knows how many dudes. At best, you're going to get 80% at best. And that's a rarity. People need to get real out here, man. No one gets it all, man. No one gets it all. If you want your woman as a quote-unquote virtuous woman who's a virgin, probably not going to be up there probably not going to be an 8 or 9. Probably going to be a 5 or a 6. Not going to be good in bed. If you're a man out there getting all the dopamine rushes of the world, she's not going to be able to satiate that high. You level 100, she's a level 30, and you up here trying you slaying a level 30 mob, you're not going to get any XP points. You're level 100 on the freaking carnal sexual scale. You killing a level 30 mob, you're not going to get no XP. That's not netting any results. You used to level 100 Jezebels who drain your spirit and make your toes curl. No one gets it all. No one gets it all, bro.
And whatever 2 out of 3 you pick, whatever one you set to the side, do not ask me for that shit.
2 out of 3, what I've been saying. Sentient wallet, emotional tampon, and sentient peni. If you want a man who's a sentient wallet and a sentient peni, first of all, he's not going to be at home. And if he's good in the sack, he's not going to be loyal. You're going to have to share that guy. If you want a man who's a sentient wallet and an emotional tampon, chances are he's not going to be able to put it down in the bedroom. He's not going to satiate that sexual lust that you have. And if he wants you a guy that's a sentient, emotional tampon and can put it down in the bedroom, he's probably not going to have any money. I've been saying it. Coach just confirmed. I don't think Coach watches my content. That's why I keep telling you, man. That's why I say I know I got the wisdom. I'm just piecing it together and questing out here, man. I've been calling it. 2 out of 3. No one gets it all, bro. Nobody gets it all.
Later on, right? As we teach, you want it faster, better, or cheaper. Which one? You're going to get 1 out of those 3. Some people might get 2 out of the 3. You want it faster, cheaper, or better. That's what you tell people in sales. Because people you're selling to will ask you, okay, I want it cheap, a good price, I want it tomorrow, and I want it to be the best quality. You ain't getting it.
Nope.
You ain't getting faster, cheaper, and better.
And it's just like these women OnlyFans think they're going to make a quick buck. It's quick and easy. Okay, that's great. You're going to make your money, but look at the ripple effect. Now people know you do OnlyFans. They're not going to take you seriously. They want to be able to do OnlyFans and still be treated with some type of dignity and respect, treated some kind of virgin. It doesn't work like that. Want to sit up here and act like a 304, but still get virgin treatment. Doesn't work like that. This is why I said the video I did the other day. Woman on campus 7. I know my worth. I'm 30. I'm doing OnlyFans. Now I'm the one that decide. Oh, this is where all this stuff leads, bro. This la world, man.
Pick two. Really pick one. Which one you want? You want it cheap? Okay, that shit is gonna be on the back burner. You're gonna get this in 5 weeks if you want it cheap.
And that's what, I'm sorry to keep pausing it because the gears are grinding while I'm listening to this too. Social media. You people think you're gonna scroll on these phones and find that just that easy and just that quick, just that cheap? What is the net results? The cesspool dating market, because y'all think y'all gonna find this shit just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling on these phones. This quick, easy social media. That's what this phone did. This we went from 56K to this freaking 4G, 5G shit. T1 connects, all that shit. Now we downloading gigabytes in seconds and shit. Remember all my old heads, 56K modem. You've got mail. Quick, want it now, like takeout. Doesn't work like that. I keep telling, that's why I'll be on the phones and stuff. You think you're gonna find it on those phones? Man, get out of here, man. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
If you want it cheap and better, it ain't gonna be delivered tomorrow. If you want it fast and cheap, it's gonna not be best. It's the best quality. Pick one. So in my world, as a father and a leader, I don't care if you like it or not, you'll like it or not like it. But you're either gonna get, like, you gotta pick one of the three: financial, emotional, and or leader. Which one you want?
I like that. He's literally confirming what I be telling y'all. 2/3. 2/3, man. You don't get it all. But they want Voltron, though. They want Voltron. That's why I keep saying they want Voltron. It's chaos. You can't do nothing with it. Woe to the man who's trying to convince her to like him. Woe to the man who's doing that. Ruin awaits you, and it'll never be enough. You will never get unconditional love, just like that streamer dude, the Asian guy trying to soul pimp his way into. You will never get unconditional love, especially from a non-virgin woman. She can't. It's impossible. That's the programming, the freaking romantic Disney programming.
Because if you want me to sit up here and coddle you, and I tell this to everybody, I tell this to the people I lead. I'm just going to be real. You want me to coddle you? Well, you're going to be poor and broke. If you want me to provide for you, don't expect to see my ass up in here coddling you. That's not how it works. If you want me to just be a leader, sometimes you might have to give up on the financial part so I can take time to lead you and helicopter parent your ass. But
you don't get it all, man. Nobody gets it all. And you hear a lot of women say that. Oh, you're always working. Yeah. Yep. He's not going to be at home. They think it's just going to be, yeah, you making all that money. He's going to be around, be able to shower me, sit around like Peggy Bundy and eat bonbons. And you going to, no, I don't work like that, bro. Good stuff.
It can't be all three. You can't just put these unreasonable expectations on men. And men try to live up to them. Inevitably, you cannot do this. This is playing whack-a-mole. You cannot live up to this. I'm just letting you know, so don't try to live up to this. This is all kind of crazy bullshit because you can provide financially and they'll just call you out. Michael Jordan is an example. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player, arguably, of all time. His kids one of his kids are a disaster. Now, because his kid's a disaster, they blame Michael Jordan. Well, he was a good leader. He provided financially. Oh, well, he wasn't there for them emotionally. Ma'am, sirs, that's unreasonable to expect that of him.
People, again, I just did a video today. That's why I wanted to do this one next, man. We were lied to. Most people are freaking under programming. Y'all, that dude busted his ass being the greatest of all time. He's not going to be at home. And if you want a guy that's going to be around, you're going to have to go down on the income. Pick which one you want. You can't have it all. And again, They got high expectations for these dudes, man. Again, the Disney romance. People need to get off these freaking phones. It's not going to happen. The milk's been spilled, the dye's been cast, the toothpaste's been squirted out of the tube, the genjutsu's real, the spells are real. Good luck for those of you that are trying to look for something different. Are they out there? Sure. We don't do Disney fairy tale. It's not the majority. It's not the majority. And we don't do Disney romance over here.
It's completely unreasonable. And he probably told them so. Like, come on, man. He Michael Jordan. You gonna put those expectations on people? Guys, do not try to do this. You have to have the power to believe that being unliked is okay. All right, when I was a player's coach, when I was a young coach, the kids liked me. When I was a older coach, I didn't connect well with the next generation. I accepted not being liked by them. I just wanted the results. All right, I don't need the players to like me. I'm a little bit older. I don't need y'all to like me. All right, we don't like coach. I don't give a fuck. Tip off is at 7. All right, we talk about. Do your job. Sometimes that doesn't work with people. They wanna play for coaches they like. Some players don't care. You got to find the players that don't care, and then that's how you build. But I'm not here to be liked. Even with your kids, I would say this is a new fandango idea that the father has to be liked. Well, I'm not Andy Griffith in this motherfucker, right? So you have to be able to parent and lead and provide financially and also provide emotional support, but not at the same level. You can't please everybody. So don't go about your life feeling bad that maybe one of your kids doesn't like you. Maybe you're not liked by your co-parent, your wife. Maybe you're not liked by their family. Who cares? Right? You don't have time to be able to do that. And have you ever tried to repair a situation where they don't like you and they say, I'll like you if you do this, and they still don't like you?
Still don't like you. Trying to go over and try to be something you're not, and they still don't like your ass, man. Got to pull that rubbernecks on them.
They still ain't gonna like you, no matter what you do. This goes for in-laws. In-laws, they already don't like you coming into it. Then you try all these things to get them to like you, only for them to not like you, probably at a greater rate than they didn't like you before, because they saw you tap dance.
This is the now they don't even like you. Even they hate you even more because now you're trying to, again, this all this ties into just be yourself, man. Be comfortable in your own skin. They either do or they don't. Not trying to say you got to be an asshole, but this tells you right here trying to be inauthentic, feeding into this deception energy, trying to lie, trying to be something you're not. You see how the chaos, the ripple effect, the snowball effect. Now they don't even like you even more so. Now you're trying to tiptoe and trying to be the square peg in the round hole. Now they hate you even more than they did prior to you even doing that, man. Because it's all spiritual, bro. Truth, be real. Yeah, it might cost you the woman. Yeah, it might. Who gives a shit? That's just my take on. That's just my take. That's just my take on it. I agree with Coach on this, man.
And you tried to kiss their ass, and it worked for a little bit, and then it didn't work, and they didn't like you at the end of the day. A year later, 5 years later, 10 years later, they didn't like you still. You wasted your damn time. You could have just gone on with them not liking you. And you wouldn't have skipped the beat. You wouldn't have skipped the fucking beat. Okay, they don't like me anyway. Right? And you would have been able to be who you were instead of trying to be somebody else so they can like you. Yep, they moved the goalpost. They moved the goal. Okay, try this one. Try this one. No. Ninja, you don't like me and you ain't gonna like me anyway. Moving on. So please understand that this is a thing that will make you grow to be who you really are.
Story. I said the story before, and I'll say it again because it's very fascinating, man. I didn't come up with it. It was PG, basically talking about this guy who was married, whose wife, they were struggling financially, and he would have to, borrow money to make ends meet for the month. And she would shit test him. I don't know why she would do this. She would shit test him. She would ask him for money to buy something that was completely bullshit just because she, and he would do it. He would give her the money even though they couldn't afford it. And she would lose more and more and more respect for the guy because he was trying to keep her happy and try to please her. She ended up leaving him anyway. You're better off alone in the desert. But some man, again, let's put it out there, let he receive, man.
As opposed to being a bootlicking ass kisser to people who they ain't gonna like you much anyway. If a person demonstrates that they don't like you, move the hell on. Ain't no need to rehab and repair that shit. Okay, you don't like me? All right, cool. Cool. You got a life, I got a life. We gone. Let's go back to this father thing. And dudes on the internet with me, they be like, Coach, I don't like you. And I'll be like,
Shut your bitch ass up.
I'm the same way. I disagree. I don't like you, blah, 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 blah. I just smiley face. I don't care. You watching me. You clicked on my face. You clicked on my face. You need to stop. You need to stop posting videos. Get the fuck off my channel. Evidently, some people like what I got to say. Everybody and mama got YouTube channels. Why are you here? You damn sure not gonna convince me. And I'm not supposed to go back and forth with you behind a goddamn keyboard. Smiley face, keep it moving. What are we doing? What are we doing out here? Let go of the need, man. Free your mind, Neo. I'm telling you. Can't please everybody. And again, you'll attract people who are genuinely and authentic. That's why I said, like I said, I think people who are following me, especially follow me for real, are genuine and authentic, man. I'm not trying to attract posers and fakers and hyenas and why are you here? I damn sure ain't trying to attract Jezebel, that's why I talk about having sex. Bye. I ain't trying to attract you. They gonna scatter. Fake one's gonna scatter. It is what it is, man. Let's keep going.
I don't care. Matters none to me. And I don't go about doing extra to prove why you should like me. I won't lose sleep. I sleep very well. Let's go back to what this guy was saying about fathers.
I do too. I be drooling and shit on my pillow. I be sleeping like a baby. I be knocked out. Get my 7. I'll be knocked out, man. I be drooling and shit, man.
Let's get the percentages down. Here we go.
Survey. They said black men. Over 70% of black men
I believe this.
is hated by their children.
I believe this.
All right, and so he says 70% of black men are hated by their children.
I don't know if it's that high.
Press a 1 in the chat if you
agree
with that.
I agree with that. I don't know if it's 70,
You think
but I
the
agree
number
with
is 70%? Okay, some people thought it would be higher. Press a 1 in the chat.
I agree
if you
with
believe. And by the way, this isn't an act about me not being liked. All right, this isn't an act. All right, this is not. Trust me, I know a lot of people be like, I don't care, man. I'm good at, what do they call it? Cutting people off. This isn't an act.
Me neither. I agree with Coach. This ain't an act for me either. Even though people knew me in real life, yeah. Especially trying to get me. It's like pulling teeth, bro. Man, I told you, man. I move around when I want to move around, man. I don't give a fuck, bro. I will walk off on your ass so quick. I'll cut your ass off with the quickness, man. Yeah. I don't give a damn, bro. I will roll Dolo up in this bitch. I do roll Dolo up in this bitch, man. This ain't a game. The only thing that's different from me in my real life is I don't talk this much, unless it's something I'm into. Like I said again, I don't do all this, man. I ain't going back and forth. Y'all look at you like you're eating school, walk off, man. I'm chilling over here, man. I got peace, silence. I told you. What? You hear that? Exactly. There ain't no noise unless I want there to be noise. That drives some people crazy, though. Peace and quiet is chaos to some people, and chaos is peace and quiet to some people. Which path are you on?
There's very important people in my life that have experienced this. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. Like, I'll be gone. And they'd be like, guys, by the way, he who cares the most has the least power. He who cares the most has the least power. And like, when you don't care, do it over here. I got the power. 70% of black fathers, let's just say fathers, because he said fathers would be at 60% in general. Some people think it's more.
What do y'all think? Y'all think that's, I agree with that, man. I agree. Generally speaking, I agree. Yeah. They punish the dudes who want to be in their child's life. Absolutely. They punish the men who care the most. Yep. I agree with that. And the pookies, the guys who don't give a shit, generally speaking, they get away with it. Evil world, bro.
70% of black fathers are not liked. And he said that's the present fathers. That's the fathers that are in their kids' life.
Over 70%. But peep this. This is guys that is active in their children's lives.
70% of active fathers are disliked. I know this for a fact. All right, and I know this from the upper middle class suburban where the dad busted his ass and broke his back and paid all the bills. And here come the kid, well.
My dad wasn't in my life.
You know what I mean? It's kind of wild. It's wild. I've seen it.
Daddy wasn't there. Daddy wasn't there. Can't win, bro.
That kind of gets no credit, especially if the other parent is helping assist the kids to not like the father. If the other parent, even if the other parent is present, they're together as a two-parent household. If the other parent is enabling the kids to disrespect the father and not like the father, and then when the father's doing what the father's doing, if the other parent's saying, "Yeah, I don't like your daddy either," that is automatic.
Yep. Generally speaking, I mean, why do you think this space is so popular? Lots of good fathers. How to divorce your husband because he's a good man. I made that video a while back ago. I was hot because that shit pisses me off because that's what you're told to do. If you go out there and bust your ass, you go out there and dot the I, cross the T's, you go out there, you'll get unconditional love. She'll always be there. And you see her time and time again, dudes going down here, busting their asses and getting fucked over in court. That shit upset. I'm like, bro, that's fucked up. How to divorce your husband that's a good man? What the fuck reality am I living in? What's the freaking point? Then y'all talking about young men are checking out. Of course they're checking out. What's the point of working 2 jobs and all that shit if she's going to up and leave you anyway? So of course they're going to play their video games. I don't blame them. Shit. What's the incentive? And then when you're in your kid's life, you get fucked over, man. I saw this one video. I felt bad for this guy. Good dude. You can tell he's a good dude, man. Responsible. Clean. He had his little shirt tucked in and shit in a freaking hotel room because he got fucked over in divorce. He's like, I just want to make this video for my kids just to show them that dad is always here for them. You know, I'm always here no matter what she tells you. I'm here. My door is always open. You can always call the dude. I can tell he was a freaking responsible human being. Got fucked over and he living in some cheap ass hotel now, man. That's what you do out here.
It's a damn automatic that the kids eventually will grow to not like the father, and it is a real condition. Although I tell you, I've dealt with a lot of young people who had interesting relationships with their parents. Some loved both of their parents. Some were loyal to the mother. Some were daddy girls. And
you're taking a risk, man. Yes, there are some good relationships out there. Yes, there are some happy couples. Yes, there are some kids that love both their parents. Yes. But I still say, statistically speaking, it's not favorable, just in my opinion, man. Especially in the community. The community odds aren't in your favor. It can't be. 80% of the wedlock births. What are you getting out here? What are you getting out here?
Loyal to the father. Okay. Some didn't care about their parents. Some didn't care about the mother. Some didn't care about the father.
Yeah.
Since I worked in college and high school sports, I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. And as kids grow up, sometimes you got to cut that loose. It's okay. It's probably healthier if you're not trying to be a part of a person's life and they don't want you there. It's like, go ahead, bro. You gotta let them grow. Let them discover who they are. Let them bump their head. Let them know. So 70% of black fathers are not like that are present.
The ones that's not active is only 50%.
The ones that are not active is only 50%. So
I believe that.
Parents that are pookies, parents that are deadbeats, are actually probably more well-liked by their kids, maybe because they want to like the parent. But the parents that are trying, this makes sense. I mean, even every kid is tired of hearing a parent's mouth. So you turn 14, 15, 16, you're tired of hearing your mama's mouth. But if your mother wasn't there, you'd be like, oh, how I long to have a relationship with my mother. That's simple. That's kind of, and so you want to push forward and have a relationship with your parent that is absent, more likely than the parent that is there berating you or belittling you or misjudging you or leading you or putting handicaps on you. It makes sense.
So if you active in your kid's life, it's a 1 in 4 chance they don't like your black ass. If you're not active, it's damn near a 50-50 chance they like your black ass. But they say worldwide with all nationalities, it's a 60% rate
I believe
that
this.
the father, that the alpha male is not liked.
I believe this. I believe, especially the time that we're living in now with feminism and all that shit and partner and all that and toxic masculinity and you guys are controlling and manipulative. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you try to have some type of rules and standards. You said they call you as a man, you got standards. So yeah, I agree with this, generally speaking. Yep.
My opinion on hearing these stats, again, I can't verify these facts.
Trust me,
So
bro.
he's come up with something that he's seen. I haven't been able to verify it, so I can't say it's accurate. I'm just gonna use it as a chance to talk. I'm gonna say black men, in particularly, because he brought it up, go above and beyond trying to get everybody to like them. It is a disease. It is probably one of the things that has contributed to the condition of the black family and black community. And this cannot be, most people won't discuss this. It's because you want to be accepted. You want to be accepted by white folks, or what they call the dominant society. You want to be accepted by women of other races. You want to be accepted by black women. You want to be accepted by your employer. You want to be accepted in what you would call counterculture, not your exact culture, so you go above and beyond to please. You want to not be depicted as a deadbeat daddy. Okay, so you want to be accepted by the courts and the judges and the attorneys. You want to be accepted by the social workers and the pseudoscientists. So you go above and beyond trying to be a part of people's lives that they don't want you there. They've already rejected you. Okay, you want to be accepted by a variety of people, the police, every goddamn thing. And then inevitably you end up disappointed because these people don't like you.
Never cared about you to begin with, man. Yep. Yeah, it's really bad in the community. I don't want to be called a sellout. Don't want to be called an Uncle Tom. Caring what the women got to say, what the women gonna think about me. What you trying to be white man? So many layers, bro. So many layers, and it just chips away at your personality, man. You become a counterfeit. You become a shell of yourself. Can't reach your full potential. Man, this shit's deep, bro. And this is layers to this stuff too, man. Yep. That's why I did the video the other day, man. A lot of us under spells and shit, bro, man. There's layers to this stuff, man. The social engineering is real, and it's all to keep you just in this, from reaching your full potential, bro. Spiritually and everything. And then you trying to please everybody, and it makes it even worse because you're being authentic. A lot of times they hate you even more because you're trying to appease and jump through hula hoops and trying to be. Fuck the world, bro. I told you, man. It is what it is, man. Fuck Babylon. And I'm cussing because, yeah, fuck Babylon. I don't care. It reinforces what I be saying, man.
They don't like you. They probably don't like you initially. Now, they might warm up to you, but they probably ain't paying attention to you, number one. Number two, they don't like you. And it is what it is. Because that's what it is for everybody else. Most people aren't liked. Most people are prejudged. Most people have preconceived notions of people. Most people don't want to like you initially. And that is what it is. Who gives a fuck? But you guys got to not give a damn about that stuff. So you want Latinas in Dominican Republic to like you. You want all of these people to like you, and really they don't like you. They don't.
I've had so many people prejudge me, and I'm not trying to win their favor either. They end up loving my black ass. Yeah, but a lot, some of y'all were like that when y'all first listened to me. Who the fuck this guy? And now y'all be listening all the time. Some of y'all remember I forgot, yeah, some of y'all comment, who the fuck are you? And next thing I know, I still listen. Years later, you still comment. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. You see, yep. Fuck it. I can bear witness to that all the time, man. Be loving my black ass. And I'm not just never trying to be, nope. Let's be myself, man. It pays to learn that, looping it back around. Learn to love that man in the mirror, bro. Makes you comfortable. You know, it's opened up so many things, man. And again, trying to be counterfeit, trying to be something you're not. The deception, the chaotic energy, the lies, deception, leads to even worse results. So you're better off being standing on truth, bro. Even if it costs you the woman, even fuck it. That's again, that just loops back around to what I've been talking about all the time. Learn to love that dude in the mirror. Who the hell are you? Learn to be comfortable in your own skin.
You don't have to like you. You want your kids to like you, and your baby mama to like you, and your ex-wife to like you, and you want your new girlfriend to like you, and all of the plight you've been through. But who cares? Not liking you, not accepting you, and rejecting you is the default setting of almost everybody. And it took me to move around white people to realize that white people don't really like each other like that. Although they have their own group preference when it comes to matters. But I think they like money and financial stability and their facade more than they like people. So when I see white people in the white community suing each other and fighting each other and not even knowing and talking to their neighbors, you will realize that they don't have a like for many people. It's not personal. They really just mind their own damn business until you're in their neighborhood. NIMBY, not in my backyard. As soon as you get in their backyard, now they got a problem with you. So this idea that, and particularly black fathers go above and beyond to try to make everybody like them. You want your baby mama and your new girlfriend to like each other and like you. You want your kids to be praising you and liking you. You fight like hell to be in your kid's life. And then ultimately, they might not even respect you at the end of it. Where they might have even respected you more if you just went away. Sad enough. I mean, he said that in the video. If you just disappeared, they might have respected you more at the end of the day. Why? Because you told everybody else to kiss your ass. I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to women, kissing their ass never works. You know what works with them? Telling you to kiss their own ass and yours. For some reason, they stick around. For some reason, they admire and respect you. They might not associate with you. They might not get you. But when you tell them to kiss your ass, for some reason, it works. But pandering doesn't work.
That's what I told you, man. It is what it is, man. That's why I don't give a fuck, man. And again, that's a lot of me choosing, man. Yep. And I'm not trying to. I'm just genuinely. I mean that. I don't give a damn, bro. I'll I'm not going back and forth. I don't do all that, man. I ain't trying to convince you. I ain't trying to convince you and argue with you and try to get you, man. Please, bro.
Pandering and running behind women and wiping their ass makes them disrespect you. Trying to be a part of people's life that really don't want you there, it's going to be pandering to them.
What do my girls say? We're doing it on the fly. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at, man? Oh, man, where is it? I just got to play it real quick, man. Where my girl at, man? Nope, that one ain't it. Oh, man, I can't find it. Dang it. Oh, where my girl at, bro? Oh, man, I cannot find it. It's right. Oh, my gosh, where is it, man? Oh, here we go.
Nice guy who the woman isn't attracted to and who she never considered being with finally wore her the down until she said, ugh, fine, I guess. Because the attractive ones are putting me into a crazy, anxious cycle. And now that woman is bored and sexually unfulfilled, but she's secure. At least she has that.
Oh, wait, hear my plan. Put up with her for 7 more years. Then we'll get married. Once the first baby comes along, she's bound to settle down and start treating me right. After all, I deserve it.
No. Trying to slow pimp your way into affection doesn't work. Oftentimes, it leaves you be in a worse situation because you're trying to be the square peg in a round hole. You're better off being alone in the desert.
And they ain't gonna like it. Same thing in business. When you walk into a job interview and say, man, look, I'm here to help y'all. I'm here to help y'all. When you walk into an interview, I'm just rambling now. Who remembers the movie Office Space?
Oh, yeah.
All right, who remembers the movie Office Space? Big takeaway right here. Where's my Office Space clip?
Yep, he didn't give a
What would
shit.
you say
You do.
you do here?
In the movie Office Space, they had the employees and they was kissing the ass and they was showing up, getting violated, had to come back and show up and go to work, come to work on Saturday, and they was getting disrespected. Then what happened was they tried to run a ploy in a scheme, and then when the guy finally said, I don't give a fuck, guess what? They start kissing his ass. Go watch the movie Office Space. When he stopped showing up to work on time, when he went on vacation, when he gave him his ass to kiss, when he walked in there and did what he wanted to do, for some reason, they start what? Oh, shit. They start pulling him in.
I'm gonna leave it there. Damn, about an hour and 20. Damn. But hey, man, you know, it is what it is, man. Learn, keep looping it around. Learn to love that guy in the mirror, bro. Like I said again, the 2/3. Nobody gets it all, bro. No one gets it all. Choices and trade-offs. There's not this 100% black and white. There's a lot of gray areas, man. The only absolute is monk mode. That's the only absolute, 100%. You're taking a chance, especially with somebody who's not a virgin. I don't know, I guess this Disney romance crap, man. Dudes think they're going to get unconditional love. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about that, man. I am out, good peoples, man. Latest.